One Zambia, One Nation. Thanks for joining us on Zanis News today, the 19th of July. To present, my name is Juliet Mutale. The headlines. Government to increase funding for cooperatives. Milenga District to get first ever spatial education unit. And CEEC recovers loans from beneficiaries. Zanis News in detail. Government plans to increase funding to cooperatives in the country in order to enhance the growth of this sector. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprises Development, Elias Mubanga, said this in India on the sidelines of the 17th India-Africa Growth Partnership Conference in New Delhi. Here is a report.
India is well known for a strong cooperative movement, and some of its cooperators have appealed to the Zambian government to strengthen business relations between Zambian small and medium enterprises and their Indian counterparts. The India National Arts, a cooperative movement of more than 450 families, says it is keen to do business with Zambia in various sectors of the economy.
People are working in a group. You can say this is a kind of cooperative, and the people are working with us. They are from different parts of the India. They are from North India, South India, from East India. And we are working here, we are making handicraft, we are making textile, we are making jewelry, and we are making so many other things here. We are expecting the business from Zambia, and even we want to connect nicely with the Zambian people because they are very friendly, they are very good for us. And we have a business with them for textile, we have a business for like a jewelry, like a stones jewelry. We get many things from Zambia.
Small and Medium Enterprises Development Minister Elias Mlenga, who is in India attending the 17th session of the India-Zambia Growth Partnership Conference, says government is keen on promoting joint ventures between India and Zambia.
Yeah, and you know, cooperatives has been emphasized in our country by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. That has been emphasized. And, you know, hearing that India, they've been doing very well. So we would want to learn, we would want to see, so that we can also, you know, take what they've done, how they built the capacity, you know, to get to where they are.
The minister said government has since set aside funds to promote joint ventures between Zambian cooperators and their Indian counterparts.
You know, we're looking to a grown bigger economy, India, and we hope we can also be looking into signing of some memorandum of understanding, see what we can agree on together. We've got the fund under the CEEC back home, and very soon my permanent secretary's office will facilitate with our institution called CEC to try and access some funds and be given to the cooperatives.
Chimangeni Banda, Zanis, New Delhi, India.
In Central Province, Professional Insurance Corporation Zambia, in collaboration with Village Water Zambia, have invested in a water reticulation scheme at Katuba Primary School in Chibombo District. The investment has seen an installation of 15,000 liters of water, which will supply water to over 2,000 pupils and teachers' houses. Here's a report.
Katuba Primary School has been in existence for over 70 years with a population of 2,000 pupils. The school had no water reticulation system and depended on 2 hand pumps. Professional Insurance Company, with its cooperating partner, Village Water Zambia, have funded the water reticulation system with 15,000 liters of water and 30 taps for the school and community.
5 households from surrounding communities are dependent on water supply from the school. Before this project took off, the school only had 2 functioning bores with hand pumps, which clearly were not sufficient for the school and surrounding communities.
Through bringing clean water to the doorstep of the classrooms and the homes of the teachers. There will be increased accessibility for both children and teachers through reduced distance, time, and also the increased number of water collection points. From the 2 boreholes we are providing, which are providing water to the tanks, now the school has 30 taps distributed around the school.
Water Supply and Sanitation Director represented Water Supply and Sanitation Minister Mike Mposha.
Provision of water to communities and local schools is central means to deliver the right to health for school-going children, especially the girl child. This project contributes to government's efforts of ensuring that all children achieve their fullest potential in a child-friendly environment.
With improved water supply here, the school is expected to venture into production units. Evelyn Masialeti, Zanis, Chiwombo District.
Now, Living Water International, a non-governmental organization, has announced that over 700 water projects will be implemented in Chipata District in the next 4 years. Organization President Michael Mantel says the institution is working with government to take water to the needy areas of the district. Here is Sylvester Chimba with more details.
More than 1,000 people of Mlanga area in Chipata District are benefiting from the Living Water International project that has enabled them access safe and drinking water after many years. The 100 million wastewater project, which is being implemented in Chipata District, was inspected by Living Water International President Michael Mantel.
Living Water International is committed to Chipata, the whole district of Chipata, for the next 6 years. There are many, many challenges, but we're committed to work with the community, the government, and the churches to identify the most needy, and given the resources that are available, to implement all of those water projects. Lord willing, some 700 plus water projects will be completed in the next 4 years. So far in 2 years, 165 projects have been done.
Hemsley Foundation representative Walter Panzeriv asked the people of Mlanga area to care for the project as it was their own property.
This water is your water. It's not living water, it's the community's water. With that comes great responsibility to take care of the water point, take care of the grounds, do not cut the trees. But most importantly, I encourage the community to pay the fees, because the fees collected will ensure that you have water forever.
Speaking on behalf of the beneficiaries, Ms. Mukonda Jerry thanked Living Water for the gesture.
Ndieni zaona titakwa nisa zimenezo tinambo sevenza kuno mpaka na zose zintu zinakhala malo mazi tinakayambo sevenza mu January koma chifukwa cha muliri wa COVID watapita kuchuti kuti wabwerere msanga sivana bwerere msanga chifukwa cha muliri wa COVID ndiye tinachita ngati tachedwa koma ntchito yathu tinaigwira mofulumira chifukwa chogwirizana pakati pa ise ndiye wa Living Water.
And because of our commitment, the works were done within a shortest possible period of time, and water was ready for consumption.
Government is working with various stakeholders to ensure that people in most rural parts of Eastern Province have access to safe and clean drinking water. Sylvester Chimba for Zanis, in Chipata District, Eastern Province.
From Eastern Province, we take you to Luapula Province, where the Department of Education in Milenge District in Luapula Province is set to open the first ever special education unit to cater for children with disabilities. District Special Education Standards Officer Beatrice Lungu says the unit, which is scheduled to open in Term 3 of 2022 academic year, will be stationed at Milenge Primary School. Linda Mipemo now reports.
To reduce social exclusion of people living with disabilities, government has been offering inclusive learning to learners. This is in line with Sustainable Development Goal number 4, which seeks to promote education for the vulnerable, including those living with disabilities. However, in remote areas such as Milenge, most children with special needs are not in school.
My daughter is 11 years old. She is deaf and dumb. I have not enrolled her in school because I fear she would be bullied.
Some parents cite the lack of a special education unit in the area as a limiting factor.
Mlandu wako feeling takwata. Pari apene tomfwe vya kweba tiapa nombale fo kwa kutoilet nangwapa.
The lack of special education units in Milenge district make it impossible for my child to go to school. He has partial paralysis and does not feel anything when answering the call of nature.
The Department of Education is undertaking measures to address this challenge.
We've come up with a special unit which is going to be at Milenge Primary. The pupils with severe cases, we are going to introduce home teaching, where the special teacher will be going into their home. For those who have been admitted at the hospital, we are going to be doing hospital teaching.
Linda Mupemo, Zanis, Milenge District, Copperbelt Province.
In Southern Province, our staffer Kostak Mudenda sampled some private schools to assess the gap that the employment of teachers into the public sector has left. Some private schools reviewed that teachers who were not successful have already started submitting application letters to fill in the available vacancies. Here's a report.
Despite private schools losing teachers to public service during the recent recruitment by the government, most private schools in Choma district have already received overwhelming applications from those who could not be deployed in government.
We have lost maybe 7 teachers that are going into government. So we are just grateful that we were being guided over the dates on when this would take place. So we were ready. Already we are receiving applications from those that were left out. So we'll carry out our process of recruitment also, and our pupils will be safe.
Dexter Mono is Choma District Private Schools Association Chairman.
I know as the private sector, we have had a relationship with the crop that has gone to the public sector. And to build that requires time. Yes, it has affected us, but we saw it coming because the government has been announcing that they were going to employ teachers. So somehow a few of our schools have prepared for that. And for that, it's an opportunity for those that were not employed to be employed in the private sector.
The 2022 teacher recruitment exercise has offloaded those on the street to be recruited either in public or private schools. Costa Kimdenda, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
In Muchinga Province, the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission, CEEC, has recovered over 3 million kwacha from loan beneficiaries. CEEC Provincial Coordinator David Nkoma says among those that have paid back are 2 beneficiaries who have set up a filling station and cooking oil processing plant, respectively. Let's take a look in this report.
Youth groups and other business entities have in recent years benefited huge sums of money from the government under the Economic Empowerment Commission, CEC, in Muchinga Province. CEC has since embarked on a loan repayment program to ensure all beneficiaries pay back the money. So far, more than 3 million kwacha has been paid back. I caught up with CEC Muchinga Province Provincial Coordinator David Nkoma at the just-ended Muchinga Province Agriculture, Tourism and Investment Show.
CEC is still committed to empowering citizens across Muchinga Province. And when you talk about recoveries, we have sharply improved recoveries from Q4 of 2021 up to date. We have got big projects in Shwangandu. We've got a filling station. That's got about 1.8 million kwacha. They have finished paying the loan. We've got another project in Isoka, which is about 1.5 million kwacha. They finished paying the loan.
CEC has also funded more youths involved in fish farming.
We have funded across the whole province about 70 million kwacha. So they are doing well, but some are not doing so well, owing to issues of seriousness and as well as fingerlings which have been in short supply.
CEC has further provided funding for establishment of 2 hatcheries to be producing fingerlings in Muchinga Province.
So what we have done as CEC is that we have addressed the situation of fingerlings by funding 2 hatcheries within Chinsali, and we hope they will start producing the fingerlings as as per program.
Jonathan Muka reporting for Zanis News in Chinsali, Muchinga Province.
This time around, we move to the Copperbelt Province. Chingola Mayor Johnson Kangombe has disclosed that the council has, through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, allocated 5.1 million kwacha to upgrade Kapisha Road to bituminous standards. Mr. Kangombe explained that the aim of the upgrade is to enhance connectivity to the natural heritage sites that are located in the area. Details in this report.
Chingola, the town under transformation. It is home to one of the world's biggest open mine cast, Nchanga Open Pit. It is also home to Kapisha Hot Spring, a natural wonder and good package for tourist attraction in the district. Through Constituency Development Funds, CDF, government is keenly working to improve accessibility to such areas, among others. Already, 5.1 million kwacha has been allocated to upgrade the road leading to this site and other social amenities in Kapisha Township.
On Kapisha Hot Spring, it's a blessing, it's a resource that God has given us. We are trying to do the road, to grade the road, to make it nicely there. We shall engage ZESCO, and through the goodwill of this government, we shall put up something so that the council can be getting a revenue, and people, more especially the youths, they can also get some employment.
More projects are also earmarked for commencement in Mutenda, a rural ward.
Issues to do with Mutenda market, as we are going to, Chingola Mutenda ward is 68 kilometers from Chingola town. So we are going to Solwezi. We want to put up a modern market there for the people in the peri-urban. They've suffered a lot. 58 years after independence, there haven't been any proper market. Also for Muchinshi, which is also about 60 kilometers from Chingola, we also want to do a mortuary unit. The mortuary hasn't been functional, and we also want to see to it that we bury our people in a dignified manner.
The municipality is also thinking big.
We promised the people of Chingola that we want to turn Chingola into a city. You know, Chingola has been contributing to the national treasury 60%. We host one of the largest open pit mine in the world, and there is no reason why we should be the main municipality when we have everything.
Frank Chingambu reporting from Chingola. Zanis News.
Thank you, Frank, for that report from Copperbelt Province. Now, Action Aid Zambia in Northwestern Province has called for community participation in programs being implemented by local authorities so as to encourage meaningful development. Action Aid Hub Provincial Coordinator Exilda Chisongo says the allocation of the huge sums of money through CDF requires full participation from community members. Details in this report.
Stakeholders in Ikelenge district in Northwestern Province make submissions on various issues regarding the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, and other programs meant for the development of the border town. Action Aid, through technical support to Caritas Solwezi, is implementing a program to stimulate interest in members of communities to fully engage with councils on matters of development in their areas.
I would also like to urge the community to take an interest and participate. When they hear that there is a full council meeting, let them show up, get to the council chambers, listen to what is going on in their community so that they are updated of what is going on and take part in the decision-making processes.
The training, which focuses on capacity building toward development committees, WDCs, is being carried out in 3 districts in Northwestern Province.
As Caritas Solwezi, we are working in 3 districts currently under this CDF monitoring project, that is Ikeleng district, Chavuma district, as well as Mwinilunga. Pertaining to today's activity, we wanted to get the views and questions and also queries that the communities may have regarding Constituency Development Fund. And some of the pertinent matters that have come through is that the processes are taking way too long.
Participants are happy with the knowledge they are receiving.
It's better the residents of the communities to bring in what they want, what projects they want. That one can be sustainably done.
Victor Mwila for Zanis in Ikelenyi, Northwestern Province.
And finally in the news, Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe has called on small and medium enterprises to provide quality goods and services to the public. Mr. Mwanakampwe urged SMEs during a consultative meeting that government will award contracts to entrepreneurs based on efficiency and quality of the product.
Recent advances in the field of small and medium enterprise development highlight the critical importance of an enabling environment. In Kabwe District, SMEs and cooperators are meeting to provide recommendations to government to come up with a policy document on how best to promote small enterprise development in Zambia.
They are not educated, but they are experienced how to make maybe a door. And then you say, apply for tenders. It will be very difficult. So put preferential procurement arrangements in the policy.
But what is supposed to be done is to regulate each policy to see that there is equitability in any of those matters so that we create a conducive situation.
Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe says the new Dawn government will not look at connections that one has to award contracts.
So first of all, we are disconnecting the connectivityness.
Wonderful.
No more issues to say, I know the PS, I know the minister, I know the director. Wonderful. Nothing.
Emmanuel Kasanga is the chief planner at the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development.
So we are here to listen to you, to give us ideas that we are going to take note of how you think these small and medium enterprises in the country should be managed.
Reporting for Zanis News in Kabwe District, I'm Daniel Bailey. As we end Zanis News, we take a look at the stories that made headlines. Government to increase funding for cooperatives. Milenga District to get first ever special education unit. Plus CEEC recovers loans from beneficiaries. Thanks for staying with us. Now remember, we are one Zambia and one nation. My name is Juliet Mtele saying bye-bye and God bless.